it's Susie from Hey Grill Hey, and I'm here with Kingsford Char Griller and the Home Depot to bring you BBQ 101. Today we are going to be talking about grilling techniques. I always say if you can cook it inside, you can cook it outside, but there are a few techniques that make that a lot easier. We're gonna talk about smoking and grilling. We're also gonna talk about baking on your grill and a fun technique called the reverse sear. First, let's talk about grilling. Grilling is high heat, direct cooking. This works perfect for things that you wanna cook quickly and get a really nice charred flavor on. Think burgers, hot dogs, steaks, thinner cuts of chicken. This high heat cooking, typically between 450 to 500 plus degrees, gives you that roasty, caramelized exterior and that juicy interior. Next up, let's talk about baking. Not a lot of people think about baking on their grills or smokers, but it's one of my favorite things to do. As long as you can get your temperatures between 300 to 400 degrees, you can bake cookies, you can bake cakes, but I also use it for baking dinner items like casseroles or enchiladas for my family. When you're in that 300 to 400 degree temperature zone, you're really not getting a ton of smoke flavor because it's a really clean burn on your fire. It just tastes better. There's this intangible yumminess that you get when things are baked over a fire. Another benefit of baking outside is when it's hot in the summer, you don't want to turn on your oven and heat up your whole kitchen. Do it outside. That way all the heat stays outside, but you get all of that yummy flavor. Next up, let's talk about low and slow barbecue. This typically happens between 200 and 300 degrees, and it's wood smoke infused. So the food that you're putting on the grill is picking up all of that smoke flavor from your fire. This is typically utilized for bigger, tougher cuts of meat. Think shoulders, ribs, brisket. These tight, economical cuts are more affordable because they take a little bit longer to cook. They're legitimately perfect for smoking. That low and slow cooking process renders those tough cuts into a melt-in-your-mouth masterpiece. The reverse sear is the last technique I want to talk to you about. It's a really fun cooking method where you create two zones of heat. A high direct zone for searing, getting that crispy, crunchy outside, more similar to grilling, and a low zone without the direct heat of the grill, more similar to barbecue. Slow rise in temperature, nice smoky flavor, everything stays juicy on the inside. With the reverse sear, you start your meat on the low heat side. All that benefit, all of that temperature goodness, and then you move it to the high heat side. Gives you that crispy, crunchy sear on the outside. The Smokin' Champ is really perfect for that because you can set your food in here, bring it up to temperature slowly, all the smoky flavor benefits, and then you can sear it actually in the grates in the firebox itself. Now these are 4 different techniques that you can utilize on whatever grill you have at home. And honestly, they each take a little bit of work to get to that mastery level, but each one of them are fun and they all have their different benefits. Like I said, if you can cook it inside, you can cook it out here. It just takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of fire management, and you'll be well on your way to churning out high quality food in your very own backyard.